So the Zack Snyder cut, Justice League.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
I'm
all of
excited
it.
to watch it. I'm excited to talk about it. I've watched it twice already. I'm gonna watch it a third.
Insane.
I'm gonna watch it a
That's
third
8
time
hours,
too.
bro.
I'm gonna watch it 12
That's
hours.
16 hours, bro.
No, 12.
What?
4, 8, 12. I'm the dropout. Nah, just fucking with you. This is not auto open, huh? Can you hand me that boy? Super motherfuckers. Go on. I'm sorry. We're both fuckers.
I'm the one who dropped out of school. You're like,
This doesn't auto open. Open beer, Alexa. Open my beer.
Siri, open my beer.
Oh.
So we finally got this. We've got the Snyder cut.
You haven't finished it yet. Where did you not finish it? What's your end time?
Where was it? It was.
Have you seen the epilogue yet? Part 6. Like the story.
I just know. Cyborg was like. I don't know how deep that is, but I know Cyborg was like his father just died or whatever.
His father just died.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're towards the end. Yeah, that's when Steppenwolf comes and his dad. So is this spoilers?
No.
Can I use
spoilers? Yeah, spoilers.
Oh, okay,
spoilers.
so yeah, you should probably put that
Obviously
in there.
yeah.
So at that scene, that's when they just revived Superman, and they go to get the box because the box got lost for a second after reviving Superman.
That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and it lands on a police car, and his dad, Cyborg's dad, which shout out Ray Fisher because the idea that if you haven't seen
Fisher, which was
that's Cyborg.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's the actor's name.
Too is also pretty dope.
Yeah, and those actors really suffered the most from Joss Whedon's theatrical cut. That was wow. No wonder Ray Fisher was so mad on the internet about that and why he was like released the Snyder cut because he was the star of that movie.
Yeah.
Like he's the main. Anyways, that scene you stopped at is when his dad sacrifices himself to mark the mother box, but at the point you don't realize it. He's marking the mother box with a heat signature. It's the hottest thing on Earth, so they can track it via satellite. Bruce Wayne satellites. So,
dude,
the entire story is different. I mean, not different. It's the same from the first one that they fucked up.
I mean, I haven't seen the first one, so I'm
glad. Don't ever watch it unless
I never will.
Watch this one, and then if you're like, well, I want to see the difference, then watch it after you.
I'm also
but you're gonna hate it.
I'm also a little fuzzy too because I literally like watched it for like an hour and stopped and like you know what I mean. Just watched it for like half an hour and like you know what I mean. Just like kind of in the background. So it's. But I mean, it was really good. The one thing I thought it was kind of dumb though was all like the slow motion.
Everybody said that.
Like slow motion, like
everybody said that. Every review I read, they all were like the amount of slow mo. And the only good defense that I heard, there was two, and I don't know if I agree with these because I agree with there was too much slow mo. That's my opinion. There was too much slow mo, but I love the movie.
That's why it's 4 hours, bro.
Yeah, but with that said though. One person was like, a lot of the scenes that are in slow-mo, you got to realize that if they were just played out in normal speed, you wouldn't be able to comprehend what happened because they were shot so quick. They were made to look so quick, right? And then the other argument was it's a 4-hour movie. It's not a 2-hour movie. So I think that the amount of, in my opinion, there was too much slow-mo.
Yeah.
I agree. The amount of slow-mo was silly.
You know, I mean, this is a little off topic, but I do want to go back to the DC stuff. But I would like to see Marvel release a full version of Endgame because you know that shit had to be cut down for runtime.
Oh, for sure. There was probably a bunch of scenes, and they included some in the deleted stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But not there. You're right. But just so you know, when you say that, right? So, which Avengers have you seen? I can't remember. We were seeing one together. That was the Endgame. Okay. Shout out my big brother. Call me. Denied. No, I'm busy. I don't want to talk to him on the air. You don't want to be talked to on the air.
So yeah.
I wanted to say something. So you understood the significance of what's different in these movies really quick, and I can make it simple. What you just said, you were like, now I want to see an uncut version of like the Avengers, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. So with Joss Whedon's version, right, that you see if you look on HBO Max, it's up there. It's called Justice League. It's just called Justice League. It's all the same actors and shit, right? look at it, and there's a lot of different things than just added scenes.
Yeah.
What happened was we all know Zack Snyder's daughter had committed suicide, unfortunately, and as horrible as that is, committed suicide, and he did the right thing and took some family time. So WB, I'll take one more hit off that.
I'm good.
WB hired Joss Whedon from the Avengers to finish it.
Was it the Avengers? Or
It was the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's what he's known for is, I think, Avengers 1. Yeah. Or no, Age of Ultron. Sorry, Age of Ultron.
Didn't he also work on
Joss Whedon took over Justice League, right, Ben? He took it over, and he seen all of this footage, and WB was like, it has to be 2 hours long. So he took the footage that was already recorded and then re-recorded new scenes on a new budget.
Wow.
So there was all these new scenes added. You ready for some of the new scenes? I'll give you examples. Some of the new scenes in the first version, the theatrical cut, was he focused on zooming in on Wonder Woman's butt or putting her in a cleavage-filled shirt. Anyway, so when you think of like the Avengers Uncut, you're just thinking of additional scenes, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's just like cut scenes, right? That's not what Zack Snyder's Justice League is.
Age of Ultron.
There it is, yeah, Age of Ultron, yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I knew that. That shit's garbage.
The Avengers, wow.
Yeah. I told you, that's what the first Avengers and the second one. He made both of them. He was the one, he was brilliant.
2 episodes of The Office, okay. Serenity, I don't know what that is.
I know what Serenity is. I know
it.
what Serenity is, and it's has a huge following. So shout out to the Firefly community.
Here's a little throwback. It's he did 7 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know.
Angel.
Yeah, I know. They're the same universe though.
And Buffy, 22 episodes.
Yeah, they're the same universe.
Yeah. The only thing also is why was it shot in like 4:3 aspect ratio?
Okay, so my understanding is that because the film was unfinished, there was certain unrecoverable CGI shots and frame shots. So to make it make more sense in CGI, they cut out the shit that didn't make sense on scene. So it's like you're seeing me like this. It's like they were like, well, this background shit we can't edit because it's unfinished. We don't have the backup shots. So they were like, shrink it down to here and then make everything here how you want it. There's one scene that you did see. Do you remember when Steppenwolf, if you remember, do you remember when Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash and Cyborg and Aquaman first team up and they find Steppenwolf with all the prisoners, Cyborg's dad, in the sewers underneath the Gotham Harbor, Stryker's Island? Yeah. That scene, there's one scene that this is super noticeable where you can tell this is unfinished and they had to hide the CGI, the fuck-ups of the unfinished work in a darker tone. That's why the movie's really dark. So that scene when Wonder Woman and Steppenwolf are fighting, I don't know if you notice, it's grainy. It's super grainy and it looks animated. Yeah. And I hate to say it because I'm gonna watch the movie a third time. I love it. I love the movie. It's probably my second or third favorite superhero movie of all time. On Twitter, if I remember correctly, went on Twitter and was like, Joss Whedon's Justice League, not Zack Snyder's, not the one that you're like, this is kind of sick. This is super unique. The aspect ratio at first is like, what the fuck? But then you look at the movie, you're like, this makes it special. This is kind of unique. You watch that, they said his version's canon. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And so when Zack Snyder's Justice League came out, they didn't promote that at all. I told you this earlier. They didn't promote it not at all. You didn't see anything DC or WB.
There's hella people that didn't find out until weeks later. Mm-hmm. That was I didn't even know this was out.
Even people we know, as we brought up over the text. But this part I know for sure. She was and I'm pretty sure it was a female. I don't think it was a male. I think it was a female who said it. She was like, but we're not planning on pursuing his vision of it. And on top of it, we have the Blue Beetle. And I was just like, what the flying fuck are you talking about? The Blue Beetle? I love that character, but I'm like, yo, no. That's not the decision.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's a psycho decision.
That's a pretty bad way to go. And I think you said it too when we were texting. You were like,
fuck, give me just a Joker 2 with Joaquin Phoenix. Fuck it then.
Well, then... They're because you said when we were texting, they're gonna be little pocket universes.
I think so,
because they're gonna like kind of like how the Joker's in like the 2019 Joker is its own thing, and because we have Batman and everything, and I don't know, is he gonna be canon with Suicide Squad or like?
I don't think it matters anymore now.
And that's the thing.
I think that DC has officially been like, I think DC and WB have officially given up on DC's characters as a whole of being anything close to as monumental as Marvel, and that very aspect is their downfall, that they're trying so much to get the same results as Marvel, when in reality...
They're skipping steps.
Dude, and in reality, Zack Snyder's storyline that he's making is their best bet, where it's like, I'm sorry... Don't get me wrong, I'm still hopeful that after that goddamn trailer from Matt Reeves' The Batman with Robert Pattinson, I can't wait to watch that. He was beating the fucking piss out of those guys. I can't wait. But the closest that we've seen actual movie-wise that I'm like, this is like an amazing version of the comics, is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I'm like, this is better than Batman v Superman. This is maybe not as great as Man of Steel, but I like all of it, and I've watched it twice, and it's 4 hours long. Like, the second time I did watch it, and like I watched the first 5 parts, and then I watched the last part. Okay. Just so everybody knows. But like I'm not an animal. But nonetheless, it's just fucking crazy because DC has completely abandoned them. So as far as the future for what this means, it means nothing to me, because I'm like, this is just like when I liked that they rebooted Tobey Maguire into Andrew Garfield, and then the number 2 came out, and I was like, I don't care what they do with this anymore. They don't care, and so that's Sony Marvel. But I'm just saying, it's the same thing, and it's like, oh, Zack Snyder delivered this, what seems like his 4-hour poster child, his passion. And you got to keep in mind that it ends with a dedication to Autumn, the daughter who killed herself. It ends with dedicated to Autumn, or for Autumn at the end, and damn, dude, the pain, the passion, the art, the creativity that went into this is like crazy, it's crazy that it's going to mean nothing.
Yeah.
That's sad. And I'm like, that is sad, because